Alrighty, folks, welcome here tonight for round number 2 of the Pony Express Pro 4 Off-Road Truck Series. This time at Tsukuba. I'm not going to pronounce this, am I? Tsukuba Circuit here tonight for round number 2. Okay, well, it's a track. So we are ready to go here, asphalt racing for these trucks in round number 2 here tonight. You see everybody working their way around. Now, in theory, the iRacing update allows you to bring vehicles that are dirt related over to the asphalt. It would put the road tires on these trucks. And I do believe that is what we've got going on here for round number 2. We've got 16 trucks here for round 2. You see Jaron Valley off-roading it a little bit there. Magnus Anderson right there as well. And a big field of trucks here for round number 2 tonight. I'm really impressed, actually, with the size of the field for round 2. Logan right here in that machine. Dennis Crosby there, as well as Mark Dillon Jr. Look at Mark right there in the Bigfoot machine. I like that one. It's going to be fun. Wow. Chris right there, Sawyer Tinker. Justin Simpson, Justin Boheme right there as well in that Rockstar machine. New paint scheme on that truck. So a lot of guys, even though I got their paint uploaded into the sim, a lot of guys are using new paints here for this one. Now let's take a look at the practice running order. What we've got so far. As we get ready to go racing here tonight in round number 2 at the Tsukuba Circuit. And remember, 2 heats worth points here tonight, so both heats worth points here. I like Atticus Middleton, that machine. That looks like an aggressive paint on that trunk. Wow, this is going to be big here tonight. Just spit it out, Matt. Exactly. How you doing, Mr. Potter? How you doing, sir? So again, round number 2 here tonight for the Pony Express Pro 4 Truck Series here. This is going to be fun as this is going to be crazy, actually, here at this place. I've ran this place in Ferraris and stuff like that. This is not a Ferrari at all. These big heavy trucks, hard to get to turn. Look at them on the brakes here in turn 1, just sliding this thing as hard as they can. Long time no hear. A long time no see, Christopher. How are you, sir? Wow, this is going to be... Ooh. Atticus there makes a mistake. We got a minute left in practice before we get this whole shindig underway. 20 points on the line in each race 1 and race 2. Technically it's a heat in race 1, but they're worth the same. So basically 2 feature races here tonight. And round number 2 here this evening. So round 2, Chris there. So last week it was Chris there that got feature number 2. Jaron Valley won at feature number 1. Wine is wine and moonshine. I'm going to need some wine and moonshine after this one. This one's going to be nuts here tonight for round number 2. We just literally came off of the Road to Indy Racing League. Their second round at Laguna Seca had a crazy end. Now we're over here and we're going to do some more crazy stuff, this time with the Pony Express. And it's just so much fun to get to do stuff with double leagues on one night like this. You always get something different. But we're going to get ready for racing action here tonight. My keyboard's blinking at me. That tells me it's time to go here tonight from Tsukuba Circuit here this evening. There we go, qualifying on the board right now to get this thing underway. Qualifying right now is starting. You got 5 minutes to set your spot in feature number 1. Now feature number 2, well, that is going to be set the inverse of the way they finished for feature number 1 here tonight. There's Valley, everybody. Get a ton of triple digit truck numbers here tonight. Wow, we're going to have to get those inputted. Doug right there as well. Oh, you're right there in the 021 NOS Energy machine. Look at that machine, get after it. Zachary Atticus right there. Dennis Crosby right there, as well as Justin and Chris. Tanner Fontaine out there. Logan Sandbug there. Mr. Mark Gillen Jr. Ryan Hatch right there. Thomas Dennis. Look at Ryan Hatch. Sent that car into the final corner, that truck into the final corner. Stepped it out sideways, trying to get some momentum out of it. Yeah, Tanner, that's not going to work. And he's trying to Tanner Faust that one. That one ain't going to work around that final corner. Too flat. Right there is Magnus Anderson. And that F-150 machine, hard on the brakes. He got to rotate. Got to give him that. Great job. Magnus doing a great job getting that truck to rotate. That quote-unquote F-150 right there working its way through. But great to see Magnus Anderson right there on track, and he is rocking it here at the Tsukuba circuit here tonight. 3 minutes left in qualifying. And this is going to be fun. Oh man, I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea bringing these trucks to this racetrack. You're going to see a ton of bent up fenders here tonight and these two heats that we get going on here in a moment. We're going to let qualifying circle through. We'll be right back in the booth here in just a moment here for the Pony Express Pro 4 Truck Series. All right, folks, back here in the booth with you. It looks like Doug gonna grab the pole here tonight in the 03 trunk here for feature number 1. Jason there as well in that 4th spot. Jaron Valley in 4th there. Chris there as well. Magnus Sawyer, Tinker right there. Dennis Crosby all up there in the mix here as we get ready to go racing here tonight in round number 2 for the Pro 4 Off-Road Truck Series. Now let's take a look at your starting lineup here. Here is the starting lineup for feature number 1. And Doug up there with Mr. Zachary on his outside. See Doug right there getting it done here tonight. Grabbing the pole. Row number 2 is Chris right there, Jaron Valley. Starting in 4th in that Lucas Oil off-road truck. Magnus right there along with Sawyer there as well. There is Dennis Crosby there in 7th. Mr. Logan in 8th right now as well. And then it's going to be Mark Gill and Thomas Dennis right there, Tanner Fontaine, Zachary back there in that 32 camp. 8th is going to be Agnes Middleton and Brian Hatch there as well as we get ready to go in this first feature event of the evening. So we are ready to go in the first of 2 feature events here tonight. This should be a lot of fun here in this first go at this. So here we go. Everybody ready? 16 to go in heat race number 1 here tonight. Let's see what we can get going here in just a moment. So here we go. Everybody gonna work their way through. Hey, John, you got me, buddy?
I do, brother. How are you?
I'm doing good, buddy. Are you ready for this thing?
That's what I was just about to ask you, brother. This is going to be an exciting night of racing for sure.
Yeah, it is. Something different for sure.
Green flag, green flag.
Green in the air. Here we go, Sean. This is going to be nuts.
Heck yeah, it is. I tell you. We're already 3 wide.
Yeah, already 3 wide up front. We got them driving through. Everybody going to try. Ooh, wait a minute. Up, 1 up and over.
Oh.
That is Sawyer going for a ride. Wow. Well, we said
Man, he took a tumble.
That didn't take long. We got another one over there stuck in the barrel or the hay or whatever that is over there. And right now up front it's going to be Doug somehow sneaking by this. Zachary Purcell. Look at Zachary trying to sneak through there as well. So Zachary doing a great job in the line. They're going to blow him up here. Since we had a truck upside down, they're going to blow them up. Well, did that meet your expectations there for lap number 1?
Absolutely, man. I tell you, these trucks, they are exciting to watch, and they are difficult and challenging to drive. You've got to be just an absolute on target driver to wheel these things around, dirt or asphalt.
And what makes it different too, and I know we looked at the patch notes, when they did the update, I believe the way it's working now, when you bring a dirt vehicle to asphalt, they're giving you the road tires. So I believe we do have road tires on these trucks tonight.
Well, that'll definitely make a difference for sure.
Or I will say we should, in theory, if the patch notes are right.
Yep. Yeah, and that does make a difference. We did a test run here, and I ran a couple races with the guys in these trucks, and I quickly found out that my talent it is extremely limited when it comes to driving these, but it was a handful. That's for sure.
It is. Now, we got about 14 minutes left in the feature number 1. I'm showing we could run technically 16 laps in 14 minutes, but that's going to be a stretch with us under caution here. I don't know if that's going to work. So what do you think we're going to see the rest of the night?
I think we're going to see a lot more of the same, to be honest with you. You know, it's one of those things, right, where these trucks are much more at home on the dirt, where they have a little bit more freedom to spin and turn, versus trying to catch the right groove or the right line through these corners on asphalt. Yeah, I think that's going to prove a little challenging.
Yeah, they're really having to woe these trucks up too. I'm noticing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you see those front ends just nose diving.
Yeah, they're really just exactly. They're standing on it to even get. Which can't you blame them to even get these things to turn?
Absolutely. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I do expect some great racing out of these guys though. They phenomenal group of drivers, and just in practice, I was watching Jaron and I think it was Justin that were running side by side, lap after lap, just keeping it clean.
Yeah, they are. And I tell you what, Jaron, again, picking up that one feature win last week out of the 2 that's available. And really, with both races being worth the same points was, they're basically 2 features in one night.
That's right.
I mean, Jared, of course, got the first one. Then it was Chris picking up the second one there last week. And that points gap is going to be close as we head through tonight and at the end of next week, I think.
Yeah, and that's the great thing, right? Is that it is close enough that I don't think you're going to see one or just 2 trucks pull away with the points lead as we go through the season. I think you're going to see. Oh, look at that! Already beating and banging.
We got a car, I believe, upside down, maybe. Jared Valley. Wow. And no caution as of yet. We'll see what they want to do. He didn't go over, I don't think, but he definitely got tripped up there. We're going to look at the replay right quick as they continue to run. Yeah, he got clipped there on the corner and continuing to run. And that's one of the reasons why I picked up this league, man. And I tell you, is for 2 things. A lot of research and develop on my side on how to call stuff other than oval. And for 2, I knew this would be something different, right?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm a GT racer. I just really enjoy that kind of stuff. But I tell you what, it is so much fun watching these guys go around.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun. And guys, right now we don't have a regular ticker. The ticker is not, well, it's broken. But again, that's part of the research and development. The reason why I picked this up is to do that. Main reason, actually, was to work on different ways of doing things. I don't know if you got to see it, man, but I was able to get the truck photo in the grid this week. Looked pretty good.
I did, yeah. It did look good. That thing looked freaking mean.
I've got a lot more to do this week, but out front, it's going to be Doug leading away, getting away right there in that machine. Doug pulling away right now. Look at the way that truck suspension is dipping when they go through these corners.
Yeah, that thing just leans heavy. You get a lot of body roll.
Look who's sitting in third, man. Chris right back to third right now, and meanwhile, Jared P2 in points. He's all out in nowhere land right now.
Yeah, and those first 3 have broken away just a little bit from the rest of the pack. Not much, but they've got a little bit on them.
Yeah, they got a little bit of a gap here. As you got Doug out front once again. Purcell right there in second. Third is Chris. Great battle up front, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. What, 0.4 of a second right now separates 1 and 2?
Yeah.
And even P3's back there at 1.5.
Yeah, and they're coming. Look at Magnus, top 5. He's moved forward through all the carnage. Magnus running 5th right now. So it's Doug out front and Zachary Purcell, and I think Zachary's got a little bit faster truck right now.
I agree. Yeah, he's really keeping up with them, and you see him gain enough and back off just to keep it clean, but then he's catching right back up to that bumper.
Yeah, he's just right there on the back bumper. Doug not letting him get a run. Look back here mid-pack. Mark Dillon right there, Tanner Fontaine. Tanner hanging on in 10th, Sawyer in 11th after that jumbled up mess of a start that he had. Ooh, man.
Oh, Mark got away with one there.
These guys are just getting after it. What else can you... Out of Brock,
well,
I tell you what, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I broadcasted a lot of things on iRacing, but this is nuts.
That was my problem. My whole problem when we ran those test races, it was I spent the whole time just trying to keep the doggone truck on the track, you know?
Yeah, and you look at how they're having to like pitch the truck in the corner right to even get it to rotate. It's just so weird. Mark right now up to 8th. Mark coming forward a little bit here in the first feature. Double foul behind them, nearly contact here. Oh, one car does make contact.
Just a little bit. A little out of shape.
We need a Pony Express contact counter for this race, I think. And this series in general.
You're not kidding. Just to track to who's got the most hits.
Now, a little bit about Pony Express. I know you guys run a lot of other things, right?
Yeah, we do. We've got actually, right now we've got 4 different series going on in addition to the team events that we run. So we run on Monday nights, like you know. We run the Pro Force here, and just before these, we actually run an F3 series road course series.
Nice.
And then of course the anchor to it all is what started it was the endurance for amateurs. It's the GTE GT3 multi-class racing that occurs on Wednesday nights, and those are about an hour and 40-minute races.
Now, what time on Wednesday nights are you running those?
Those run right about the same time. Well, I shouldn't say that. We're at 10 o'clock right now, so it's at about 8:25, 8:30.
Well, I might actually get into that as we got a little bit of a battle up front. I'd love to get into that, actually.
Dude, come on out. We're open to everybody. The only limits is just you got to be under a 2,500 I rating, and just come in to have some fun. I mean, that league has exploded. We had 41 cars in the last race, just that we just had for the season opener. That was at Canadian Tire.
Yeah. And to me, for this league, this series here, yes, everybody wants to win a championship, but this is almost the fun series of the group. This is something.
100%.
This is something you can come out here if you've had a bad week running and just let off some steam and go race, right?
Yeah. Yep. Because that's the thing, right? Is you want to see some rubbing and racing? This is the place to see it, brother.
Yeah.
It's almost expected.
Well, feature number 1, about halfway-ish through it right now. Dennis Crosby right there, Chris there in third, Zachary Purcell, Doug Beats right here as well. Doug Beats having a great run also.
Absolutely.
The Beats man up front looking to get a win here in the feature number 1 here. And I tell you what, we go back to the dirt next week. That's going to be fun as well.
Heck yeah, that's a blast. I did catch last week's broadcast, and man, that's just to see especially the jumps, right? It's the jumps.
Now,
drift them around the corners and hit those jumps.
We're going to make a plea to iRacing right quick. Hey, iRacing, give us the stadium truck tracks. You know,
oh, you're not kidding.
Let us go stadium truck racing with these things. Oh,
heck yeah.
Doug doing everything to hold off Zachary right now. Zachary just not letting up. Everybody else is pretty well spread apart, I do believe. Sawyer back here, Tinker, he's trying to close in right now on Zachary Nuremberg right in front of him. And then you got Dylan right there. A lot of brake clock up between those 3 trucks. Man, this is just like, man, this is great.
It's non-stop action anywhere you go. Boy, and those brake rotors on those rear tires, or on the rear wheels, those are, they're already glowing. Just tells you how hard they're having to brake through these corners.
I will tell you from a channel point of view and a broadcaster point of view, I've already got this series penciled in for another season if it happens.
That's outstanding, brother. I tell you, these broadcasts are so much fun, and really it brings, I think, some visibility to it, especially for something like this, right? There's not a lot of these leagues out there.
No, there's not.
It's it's just a good spot where people can maybe see and find a place where others that are wanting to race the same kind of cars.
And it does 2 things. Like we said before, on my side, I get to do research and development and kind of a fun league that I can test things. And if it don't work, oh well, I'll be back next week and get it to work. You know, it gives me the opportunity to do that. You got Doug out front leading, and right now with 7 to go, this time by. So, this is the point of the show where I'm going to actually ask the fans at home that watch this to make a decision. If you like the trucks on the overlay instead of the number, I can make that happen across the ticker as well. Just let me know if you would rather have the number or the truck. I think it would look pretty good with the truck, to be honest. Now, Zachary Nuremberg right there as well, hanging on. So, man, I tell you what, how have you been doing? Oh, we lost him, I think.
Wait, no, I'm back.
You're back. All right. How have you been doing, man?
I've been doing all right. It's I tell you, for me, this has been a great year. I mean, I just got really back into sim racing after, I did a lot of NASCAR 2003 sim racing back in the day, and kind of got back into it, got hooked up with Mark, over at E4A or at Pony Express, and man, it's been a blast. I tell you, I've made a lot of friends through these different leagues, and I think honestly, that's probably been the biggest positive.
And I'll tell you what, with this community as a whole, leagues, there is times that I'd reach out to the community, and I'll tell you what, if you really need them, they're there for you 99% of the time.
Yeah, a lot of good dudes.
Like just recently, I had a wheel breakdown in the middle of my season. Ooh, we'll contact there from Chris to Zachary, but I had a wheel breakdown in the middle of my season, man, and fellow iRacer found out about it, and within a week I had a wheel sitting at my doorstep.
Yeah, and you hear stories about like that all the time. That's a good thing about the community, right?
Yeah, we got you, and that's the same thing as like I've got a set of pedals in there that if anybody needs them, holler at me. I got a set of V3s in there that I'm basically willing to give away. Doug right now sitting in the lead. Now up front, it's been pretty tame, but I think they're just having trouble getting these trucks to rotate.
Yeah, I've been watching this battle, and Jaron's coming back up through the field here. I've been watching him coming around Zach Nuremberger.
Oh, 3 wide.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
He just about took a ride in the back of Zach's truck.
Now, there's a Bigfoot paint scheme out there somewhere. This is not
Monster
that's Mark
Jam. Dillon Jr.
Yeah, this is...
There he goes.
He just got launched. And we'll try to see if we can get a replay. He went flying. Man, what in the... Holy cow. Well, there's that. There's car trucks getting flipped. Doug out here just saying, please, please let me get to the finish of this race.
The carnage, you just gotta, that's it, right? You gotta avoid the attrition monster.
Well, you've got about a minute, or about, let's go look at our timer here, where we're at here in this first feature event of the night. Yeah, you don't have much longer to go, really.
No.
3 laps here on my ticker that they could make, in theory. We'll see what they actually do pull off here. But man, what an evening already in feature number 1.
Just beating and banging, having a good time. And you hit it on the head, brother. This is a series that's about fun. Yeah, you know, the guys are out here trying to turn good laps, but this is about, and I wish we could sit in on the driver's channel, because the jokes and the camaraderie that happens during these is just, it's hilarious.
Well, time is out. This is the last lap. We just ran out of time. So here we go. This is going to be it. Coming to the start-finish line, it looks like Doug's got a bit of a lead. Here, coming to the start-finish line here in just a moment. Doug out front, and he's just got to keep the truck under him just a little bit longer, and he'll take feature number 1 here tonight. Zachary and Chris. Chris going to keep a good average, coming in 3rd in the first feature, and that will do it for feature number 1 here tonight. Wow.
Yeah, it was a heck of a race. Those top 3 guys, man, they kept it just solid. They were hitting the apex as well, getting the truck to slide where they needed to, and boy, that was an impressive win in Heat 1.
Well, we'll get ready to do it all over again, right? In just a moment.
My gosh, Doug ran a 101.8.
Yeah, Doug was on fire. Doug was crazy on fire. So was you impressed there in Heat number 1?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how you couldn't be, right? My gosh, you had it all. You had good, tight racing. You had, some rubbing. Well, heck, you had some flipping, right? But just action everywhere you looked.
Yeah, and that first heat is in the books, so we'll get ready to do it all over again. And that's what I like about these two, to be honest. They're not extremely long, right? These guys can get out here, have fun, and get ready to do it all over again. And really, that's what this whole season is going to be about. So
and remember, Heat 2 here, right? We do the inversion.
Exactly, yeah. So Doug is going to be at the rear of Heat number 2. He'll start from the back. So that's going to be interesting to watch. They don't have long to get it figured out. They've only got about 3 minutes to figure it out here.
Yep. Yeah, and with 16 trucks on the grid, boy, that's a challenge. But I tell you what, he's got the speed to do it.
Yeah, he does. He definitely has the speed. Well, folks, we're going to sit here, let them warm up here, and we'll get ready to go in heat number 2 here in just a moment. We'll be right back here for the Pony Express Pro 4 Off-Road Trucks. Well, we're back, folks, for Insanity Ensues Part 2. Wow. We're just going to name this series the Insanity Ensues series.
I think that's appropriate. Boy, I tell you, if Heat 2 is going to be anything like Heat 1, it's just going to be another heck of a race.
Yep.
Even a tenth of it.
Exactly. If it's even like a penny of it at that point, like, it's been nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we are ready to go racing in heat number 2, aka feature number 2. See, I hate calling them heats because they're basically both worth the same. So it's kind of weird. The only thing we don't have is passing points. Which, let's not give Mark that idea because I'd get confused. I watched the Bristol Nationals for the Dirt Series guys, and that was the first time I'd ever heard of passing points. So I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, I don't think I'm actually. I'll tell you. I'll be honest. I don't know what they are.
So basically, as we look at the live grid here for race number 2, so basically, like if you won heat number 1 and you start in the rear for the next heat, right? Mm-hmm. You can add passing points for every truck you pass.
Oh.
And then if you start up front, conversely, if you go backwards, that's minus passing points.
Right, you lose them. Yep.
Exactly. So we're gonna get ready. That adds something to it, right?
That's right. Yeah, heck yeah. Boy, they're already beating and banging. We haven't even got taken the green
Come on,
yet.
guys. Flag. Bob the flagman ain't even give us the green flag yet. And here
Green
we go.
flag, green flag.
Is out. We're ready. Oh gosh. Oh boy. We've already hit speed bump somewhere. Into turn one. Jared Valley almost over. Oh boy.
Ooh, here we go.
Oh, Ricky Bobby. Oh, Ricky
Hey.
Bobby.
Oh, here we. Oh, they're still not done.
This is insane. Into
who?
the corner. Oh, we got a car up on its side. 3 wide, bumping and banging.
Oh, Bill.
Yeah,
Oh, there we got one rolling.
We got one rolling back there.
Oh,
Who is
there he
that? He's okay. We got another one flipping down here. One
Holy
car on
moly.
its side. We're trying to commentate, folks, but we got another one upside down. That's going to be Middleton. That was your race leader that went for a ride. Oh, how did
He
end
has
up?
towed.
Let's see if
Oh,
he
now
can get
another
it.
one.
Oh, I've got the replay Middleton here. He just sent it in there too deep. Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh my. Oh.
And as they were coming out of one, I thought, boy, we're gonna keep it fairly. It's gonna be a good first turn. Well, it was a good first turn, but
Yeah, about a turn and a half before it all went awry. So I think we're under a competition caution here. I think's what's going on. I think because they're kind of slow. Yeah, they're blowing up. You know what these competition cautions remind me of? We used to do
What?
this exact same thing in a league way back on NASCAR 2011 and NASCAR Inside the Line. Because we didn't have yellows on the line, so we had to do our own.
right.
Just like this right here.
Mm-hmm.
So we are slowed up here. And we will get ready as the first little bit of this race is underway here tonight at Tsukuba Circuit. I think it's pronounced Tsukuba, with 13 minutes and 45 seconds left in feature number 2 tonight.
Well, I'll tell you the good thing is Jaron is already back up to P3, so having that rough first feature, it has benefited him here. It kept him in front of most of that carnage, if not all of it, and he's poised. He's poised and ready, man.
He is ready to go. If he can pull this off, how happy would he be?
No kidding. Come from just everything ending in the first one to come back and claw a victory. Boy, that's got to feel good.
Well, I'll tell you what, something else that's kind of funny. So I run the Pro 4s, the official stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've actually got a new paint scheme being worked on, and it may or may not have Pony Express on it.
Well, boy, man, that'd be awesome. We'd appreciate it. That's for sure.
I'm like, why not run Pony Express on it? I was sitting there thinking, what new primary sponsor am I going to put on the hood? I'm like, I'll put Pony Express on it. That's
Heck,
what
man,
we'll do.
I'm sure that'll look awesome.
Well, we're going to
Well,
use it for a test truck next week at Crandon too. So
Perfect.
Tanner
Well, looks like we
Fontaine.
maybe.
We're back. Yeah, no, maybe. Yep, we're green.
Yep, there we go.
Jared Valley.
Restart count on the back.
Wouldn't that be big for Valley if he could come up here and get the win in the second feature of the evening, the way the first one went for him?
Heck yeah, I tell you though, Logan, he looked good on that restart. That was a great restart. He just took off and left the field behind him.
Now, points leader, ooh, we got contact mid-pack. Stouffer going to come around it. That's what I was about to say. Chris Stouffer, points leader coming in tonight. He's got a long way to go to make up some points here in this second feature. Ooh. Valley right there in the one car. So Valley putting the pressure on the 013 as well. Jared Valley right now, Logan right there in the race lead. You said it best, Logan pulling away.
Yeah, tell you what too, Sawyer just got plumb beat up there in the back and got sent all the way to the back of the pack. He's now going to try to work his way back up as well.
Tanner's like, come on guys, seriously. He's like, but why? So Sharon's like right there too. Here comes Justin. And I love the
Yeah.
grill on some of these trucks. That Ram and the Ford trucks
I
we
did
see.
notice that.
Oh, contact up here again.
Little bump and run.
Oh, more bumping. That's more of a slam pass right there. Look who's up to second, Jaron Valley. He is motoring his way up, trying to get to Logan, but Logan trying to say, see you later.
Yeah, he's not wasting any time though, man. He definitely put a little bit of bumper to the 013, get around him, and now he's on the charge. He has broken away from that from P3 on back.
Dennis Crosby right there, Chris Stover right there as well, Justin Simpson, Mark. Oh, Mark getting it done here. I can't say enough about Mark here. Getting it done as well in the number 3. Inside the top 10, Doug beats Mark's in 9th right now. And I got to give a big shout out for Mark too, just to bring us on board to do this. Because I'm pretty sure he wasn't planning on broadcasting it when I reached out to him.
No, it wasn't originally in the plan, but it's it's funny because we got started broadcasting the E4A races on Wednesdays, and it was kind of a similar thing. It was just kind of a last minute deal, and it's turned into where now we're with the 4th season with that partner. And so I think he was definitely open to it. So while we weren't thinking about it, we'd had some experience and had a real positive experience.
Yeah.
So it was definitely something when you offered, he was for sure, hey guys, what do you think? And everybody, of course, was very excited.
And then, of course, I come back after the first race and I gave the second offer and I was like, hey, let's do this. He's like, let's do it. I'm like, let's do it.
Boy, we got some beating and banging between the 013 and the 13. Chris Stover.
Oh man, these guys.
Who is that?
I'm trying to figure it out on my end as well, exactly who it is. There it is. Chris right there on the back bumper of Tanner Fontaine right there in front of him.
Yep.
Oh, Tanner right there.
And Tanner had gotten kind of punted to the rear, and he's already back up to P5.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. There goes Chris. Out of the ballpark. Yep. Oh, no. Ping pong ball. Wow. And Chris is on pit road.
Oh, boy.
That's not going to be a good finish for a points leader at all. Jaron Valley,
that's
though.
Unfortunate.
Somebody's got to be on that Jaron Valley radio and let him know, hey, the guy you're racing the points, he is now on pit road. So you don't want to throw away a good point stay here.
That's for sure.
As much as it's a fun series, right, you still don't want to throw away a good point stay.
Yeah, when you're sitting in P2 right now and you know that the points leader is in the pits, you got to start transitioning, I think, to some degree of how much do I want to push for the win and how much do I just want to protect a very good points finish.
So for the guys at home, you can't see it, but oh, look at Jaron, top side of Logan. Not going to be enough there.
I think he decided I want the win.
Yes, he did. 7:49 left on the board. And this is going to be the last 7 minutes of round number 2 here tonight. There is a Nürnberg right there as well. And that is Dylan getting under him. Good job, Mark. Wow, that was a textbook pass by Mark. Well, not so fast.
Zach battled him back in and did that little flip move.
Yeah, and that's the thing that's kind of unique to road racing. Just because you're on the right side of the road one corner does not mean you're going to be on the right side of the road the next.
That's right. Boy, and they're
trying
still
to
going at it.
cross over, can't do it. 3 wide. Oh, Mark going to think better of it there. He'll get back up out of the line here. And nice job keeping it clean. Meanwhile, battle for the race lead. 3 wide. Jaron Valley got squeezed, and Zachary going to go through.
Oh,
wow.
Man.
So much action on track all over the place.
Yeah, you just never, anywhere you look, man, you got a battle going on.
Jaron Valley's like, hey, I want that second spot back, but Zachary's the one that's going to come away with the lead through that 3 wide exchange. Zachary now leads. Man.
Yeah, he jumped on the ice, saw the opportunity, waited, was patient, and jumped on it. Because just a couple laps ago, right, Zach had Jaron had gotten around Zach, and now, boy, he's right back up in P1.
Now, when Mark was sitting here and decided to go do this thing, did he envision all of this right here?
I think at the time we would have felt lucky to have 5 drivers out. You know, anybody just outside. Even if we got 2 or 3 new guys in from outside of the leagues, we would have considered that a win. But man, I'll tell you what, to have 16 trucks on here in just the second race, this is amazing.
Just to give you guys some perspective, last week we had something like 12 show up, I think it was. And this week we've already jumped to 16.
Yeah, that's just, man, that's so cool, because that's what you want to see, right? You want to see a full field of trucks going around and slinging these things all over the track.
And I'll tell you what, some of the leagues that I broadcast for has seen this and showed interest in coming over, and I'm like, well, come on. And so
yeah, that's the thing.
I don't think it's a far-fetched, man. I'll argue with you a little bit. I think there's a chance by the end of the season that we see 25-30.
I think, we got Zach Nurenberger. He's deciding to do a skateboard trick on the tire wall there.
Oh, he is going to back out. Let's go take a look at it. Yeah, he tried to grind the wall, I guess. Kick flip into a grind. It didn't work out for Zach.
Not so much.
Oh,
yeah,
up and over. Oh.
That is the thing about our series, is you can hop in any time, and they're, like I said, as long as you're under a 2,500 I rating, you're more than welcome to come in any week, any time. If it's 1 week, that's great. If it's multiple weeks, that's even better.
Meanwhile, Purcell leads over Logan. Jaron Valley's got to feel like, what do I got to do? Because he thought he was going to get a win here tonight, but it looks like Zachary Purcell is in the looks of having the win here tonight about 3 minutes from now if he doesn't do anything wrong.
And he's been the fastest truck all night as well, with the fastest lap of 01.9. So he's broken out a 2.6 second lead over Logan now.
Justin Simpson right here in that 7th spot with Dennis Crosby right there in front of him. Those 2 trucks digging down the front straightaway. I tell you what, Purcell out front getting it done. What do you think we're going to see when we go back to the dirt next week?
Well, I think you're going to see some of the, you're going to definitely see the guys who are more comfortable on dirt, right? You're going to see those guys rise to the top almost immediately, just because it is a different beast. And shoot, even if we look at the NASCAR guys, the Cup guys, and the challenges they had going from asphalt to dirt. And a lot of the guys in here are very familiar with asphalt racing in general, which has helped them here. But man, and you know how it is. It's a completely different story once you hit the dirt.
Yeah. And you take a look at it, and you can go look at tapes from the Lucas Oil Off-Road Truck, well, they're now defunct, the Lucas Oil Off-Road Truck Series. But Crandon was a great race to watch all the time there. And I'm not sure what the new series is that runs there, but I know there's a new one running there. It's not the Lucas Oil guys anymore.
Oh, somebody just went wide. Who was that? Just a little off track.
Oh, we got smoke up here in turn 1. Here comes Doug Beats through 1. 2 minutes remaining, folks, in this one. And it looks like Zachary Purcell is going to pull this one off here if nothing goes wrong.
Impressively, too. Up to over 3.5 second lead now over P2 Logan Sanborn.
Sanborn right there.
3.5.
Jaron Valley not giving up here, still wanting second tonight. Points are going to be shaking up after this one tonight, I think.
I agree. I tell you, it's next week though. Just we were talking just a second ago. Boy, I tell you, I expect a lot more of the same. Just more action, more beating and banging. Just watching these trucks get slung around that dirt, it's just going to be outstanding.
You know what's interesting to me, and my take on it is, I don't think we've seen somebody this step away out of the group to be the most dominant truck or the favorite. I think everybody's got a shot.
I do as well. There's definitely a couple guys that you can tell feel much more comfortable in these trucks than some of the others. But I agree with you. I think it's kind of up for grabs right now.
Too, we're still early enough in the season that a lot of guys are still trying to get a hold of how these trucks drive.
That's right.
Maybe some of these guys will figure it out here as your race leader goes through with 57 seconds left. So we probably would get the white this time by, I want to say. Let's see if it gives us the white here. It might let us go.
I tell you, if Jared's going to get it done, he's got to step on that go fast pedal now.
Yeah, he's gonna have to hit the go button. He's like he's there, but he's got to make the move here pretty quick. With 28 seconds left in this event, oof.
Logan is driving just a brilliant race, though. He's defending well. He's not really blocking him, but he's just driving his line.
Oh, there's contact. Oh, Jared gonna muscle his way through. He's like, yep, no.
Oh.
He made it work. Logan's gonna come back.
I think so.
Oh, Jared, you better run. White flag in the air. This is the last lap.
Here we go. In deep.
Oh. Here comes Jared trying to fight back. Purcell gonna get the win, but the battle is for second.
Oh boy.
Oh no, one corner left. Whoa. Oh, no, Jared.
Oh.
Valley in the wall. And here comes Magnus gonna come through. Can he get to him? Valley gonna come home third. Logan gonna somehow hold on.
Oh boy, there's gonna be some discussions after this race. I guarantee it.
Can we go get the boxing ring ready?
You're not joking. Somebody called Dana White. I think I got the next fight for the UFC. Oh. Yeah, I don't think the stewards are going to look too kindly on that. There's probably going to be some... Well, at this point, I think we're just having some fun, actually.
Yeah, let's just monster truck up. Yeah, let's go. Oh, can he do it again? Oh, yeah, backflip. And a 10 on the landing.
Man, these guys put on a show, don't they?
But it was Purcell pulling it off, man. Wow. What a night.
Oh, man, that was an exciting night of racing. If we get that every week, boy, oh boy, I can't see how...
yeah.
Whew, I don't know how you can complain.
Man. Well, there you go. Zachary Purcell pulled it off here tonight.
Impressively, too.
Jared Valley is going to get scored third after sending Logan, and then Logan sending him back, and then that insanity ensued. What a night it was, man, as always.
Yeah, it was good, aggressive racing. It was clean, but it was aggressive when they needed to be. You know, hey, last lap, you do what you got to do.
Well, what do you say we get a hold of Zachary down here and talk with him? This should be interesting. Hey, Zachary, buddy, it is Matt and Mr. Atkins up here in the booth. Get a copy.
Hello there.
Well, man, you're going to pull away with the win. How about that?
Yeah, I kind of just parted the seas on that there. I got pretty lucky with everyone crashing around me, but not into me.
Yeah, it looked like a demo derby all the way around you.
Yeah, I figured with the reverse grid it would be a little crazy with the the different paces all being behind each other, but I certainly didn't expect it to turn out up to fourth by the end of the first lap.
Well, man, you did a great job, Zach, and I tell you what, once you got clear, you were able to check out, and Mr. Atkins here was even commenting on how fast you were pulling away from the guys.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I was trying my best, and then at the end I was just really trying to focus on playing it safe and putting in a few safe laps to make sure I pulled home the win.
Well, you did just that. You're going to pick up the most points there in the second feature of the night there. Great job by that. What's your plan when we go back? What's your plan when we go back dirt racing next week?
Oh, Crandon, I mean, that's going to be, unfortunately, you can hardly take any experience from this race over there. The asphalt, the way that this truck handles in the asphalt versus the dirt is completely different. But, I qualled well in the first race last week. I just did bad in the races. And so hopefully I can qual well again and not make the mistakes I did last week.
10-4, Zach. Well, again, congratulations on the feature win here tonight, buddy.
Thank you very much.
All right, man. Anybody like to thank before I let you go?
No, I got everything down.
All right, buddy. Have a good one, my man. We'll see you next week.
You too, will do.
All right, there we have it, race winner. Let's see if we can get this one to be fun. Let's talk to
boy,
Logan,
you're not
shall we?
kidding.
I don't even know where to start with this one, but hey, Logan, it's Matt in the booth. You got a copy?
Howdy.
So, where should we start here, Mr. Logan, on that last lap?
Oh man, it was just a rivalry betting heads with me and J Ryan. It was a lot of fun.
Well, you won the battle of the bisons there, button heads.
Right? Yeah, he kind of mod struck me at the end there, and he ran to the wall. And I don't know if to say I didn't deserve it, but it was hell of fun.
Well, man, you're going to come away with second out of that gladiator sword fight there. But P2, great points tonight.
Yeah, I mean that's what I needed from last week's race.
Well, I tell you what, do you think you're going to be able to transfer anything back to the dirt next week?
Oh, Crandon, it's going to be a lot of fun. Big house, they call it. Lots of speed, air.
Yep.
Hopefully me and J Ron don't get it in the airtime parts.
Yeah, J-Ron, that is not the place for you and Mr. Valley there to get together, I don't think. That's a little too quick.
Yeah. Hopefully don't tangle and dance.
Yeah. Well, man, congratulations battling your way through the second.
Okay,
All righty, man. You got anybody you'd like to thank, man?
Oh, Mark for throwing this on, and everyone that came out here and raced. Hope this series grows, and people here have lots of experience and no experience, but when you all get together in the race, everybody.
Right. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, again, Logan, congratulations, P2 here tonight, buddy.
Awesome. Thank y'all.
You're welcome, buddy. We'll see you next week at Crandon.
Yeah, see you next week, y'all.
All right, we got one more to do, Mr. Atkins, and that is going to be Mr. Valley. Let's hear the other side of all this craziness that happened. Hey, Mr. Valley, Matt, Mr. Atkins in the booth. Get a copy?
I got you, buddy.
Well, how was that sword fight there for that last lap?
Well, that was boatloads of fun. Me and Logan were talking so much smack to one another, and he was so happy he finally got to beat me. He's like, I need a trophy or something for this.
Well, see, I'm thinking we need to go back and do a radioactive on that last lap.
Oh, yeah. We definitely do. It was both the fun, and I enjoy racing with every single one of these guys. It's just so fun, so awesome to be able to do stuff like this. Like, there's no drama. Yeah, everybody's just like doing their best, and yeah, it just makes it fun for everybody. So I had a blast, and besides when Magnus heard me there, he's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." I was like, "Nah, you're okay." But he won was a lot of fun, and this one was as well.
Well, I tell you what, man, you come in tonight, you were second in points. I have no idea where you'll be after tonight, but
it's gonna be a jumbo. I think Zach Purcell swept the night, but it's gonna be a cluster to see who reigns on top after week 2.
yeah, it is. Well, Jared, as always, you put on a show, buddy. Any parting words for us here?
Well, I want to thank you guys, for doing the broadcast. It's always, good to rewatch all the races and everything too. And I just want to thank all the guys for racing out here and being cool with it. Like, hey, it's racing. We're gonna bump doors to try to pass each other, and just loads of fun. And thanks to the Pony Express guys for just putting this out. It's a lot of fun, man. And I can't wait for the home track next week at Crandon. I'm gonna sweep it there, hopefully.
Well, good luck going to Crandon, Mr. Jaron Valley, buddy.
Thank you. We'll see you next week there, bud.
You too, buddy. Well, Mr. Atkins, that's about gonna do it tonight, man. That was a great night of racing.
I think that's about all I could probably take for this evening. But I tell you what, I haven't been to Crandon. I haven't seen it. And now, I tell you what, man, I'm so excited for next week now. This is going to be so much fun.
Okay, well, from Crandon is the Daytona of off-road racing.
Well, it's definitely going to be a blast then. But just hearing the guys talk about it, you definitely got that feeling. And now I can't even wait for next Monday.
10 format. Well, again, thank you for coming up here with me here tonight, folks. And I tell you what, it's been a great night. Pony Express round 3 from Crandon next Monday. And until then, everyone, thank you all for coming out. We will see you next Monday for round number 3. Have a great night, everyone. Stay safe. God bless. We'll see you in the next one. Dude, that was a blast.